What's up with y'all? What's the deal? It's me, Noping, and today I am back in the bed. Just wanted to come out and just show my gratitude for the recent support on the videos. It is much appreciated.
Why not? My scissors don't bite.
Alright y'all, so today's video is a pretty interesting one. I've been grinding Emerald rank for a good minute and we officially hit our diamond promos. As y'all know, time is money and I can't afford to waste any more time in Emerald Hell. Alright y'all, so for the promos, we're up against a pretty controversial matchup. Now I mean, typical lane bully champion, one of the best level 3 champs in the game. In terms of difficulty rating, I'll definitely rate this medium. But for the rookies though, this could easily turn into a high risk matchup. Let's get into it.
You are on the mirrored side of the map. The lanes are swapped. Welcome to Wildrift.
Alright y'all, so here's the matchup breakdown. There's really two ways you can go about playing into this set matchup, and this leads into two play styles. You can either play passive, just focus on CS, or you can attempt to skill check the set. Now doing this is very high risk, but if you're actually able to secure a kill on the set, this will make your laning phase a lot easier. So right here, I end up taking this trade into the set because he's trying to take out the pink horse, so this just gives me free autos. But yeah, though, of course I'm taking this trade mainly off the fact that I do know that set is the stronger level 3 laner, but level 1, if you're making stupid decisions like that, I'ma have to punish. Alright y'all, so we came out that trade somewhat even. Is it worth it? Definitely debatable. Now if I was running Ignite, this would be a free kill off bat, but since I am running the teleport, I gotta move a lot more strategic. Good thing is right now we do have level up prio, setting level 3 into level 1. Did end up picking up some HP there. But yeah though, with the wave push, I'm definitely just gonna look to poke out the set with the Qs when available and really just trying to make my way to this level 5. It is kind of getting sketchy because set did run Ignite this game, so he does have kill potential on me here. He ends up going for it. Still was kind of trading into him. Kind of missed out on the heal on my W. Super unfortunate. But it's what it is though. About to hit this level 4. I missed that Q. That gave him a free auto into me. We just messed up there. Tried to take this all in since I did have the level lead. He was level 3 though. He ends up burning his flash plus Ignite. Will end up going down. Definitely not the greatest start, but at least this will allow me to put my skills to the test. Alright y'all, so straight off a respawn, pick up my Giant's belt and we TPing back into lane. Now I did know that set did stay in lane here, so he hasn't recalled, which means he isn't an item up yet. This leaves me with the item advantage and I'm gonna be punishing him to the full extent. And this is probably one of Set's biggest mistakes right here, because I'm not stupid enough to let him leave lane like that just for the free. One thing I could guarantee is I'm stopping the B.
Never merge, always acquire.
Alright y'all, so the reason as to why I kept stopping the B is mainly to leave the set with two decisions. It's either you stay in lane and be at the item disadvantage, or he recalls and sacrifices platings. Either way, it's a win-win. Just securing these two platings allowed me to make back that gold disadvantage we had into the set. Seattle really just punishing the tower to the maximum. I was looking for the third plating here. Ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of surprised I didn't try to risk it for the biscuit for that last plating there, but we'll see what we do here. It's really low as well. Could definitely look for Bs, but kind of want to secure that Warmogs or that Heartsteel before my next B. My Qs are definitely connecting though into the set. Kind of going to set up this slight freeze into the set right now, because I do recognize that he does have a kill out. So yeah, just going to be respectfully trading into him. Almost have enough for my Heartsteel. That's literally the main thing I'm looking at right now. But yeah, I end up trimming down the wave here and keeping those two caster minions to just re-stabilize the freeze up against the set. And since I'm somewhat playing at a disadvantage, like just holding this freeze will allow me to possibly create windows of trading opportunities.
Middle turret is under attack.
But yeah, at this point, I end up breaking the freeze mainly off the fact that we do have our first full item available in shop. So at this point, I'm gonna just fast push the wave in. Once the wave crashes, I'm finna look for that recall. So it's kind of being difficult with it though, but we do have that level lead, so I'm comfortable fighting him, especially in the minion wave. So yeah though, things are getting pretty close. Qs are landing, really punishing out the set here. He's getting really low. My last Q land, he's definitely killable. Definitely start pinging over my mid laner who is going into the jungle for HP. Looks like he does end up rotating. End up predicting the Q there. Did take turret aggro. Took 2 turret shots unfortunately. My E ends up proccing the turret again, forcing me to pop my ultimate. Really messy dive. Q ends up landing again, surviving with 1 HP. Yasuo ends up picking up the kill. I'ma take it though. But yeah bro, these turret buffs bro are absolutely disgusting. Literally. But anyways though, we'll be taking this recall, picking up this heartsteel, and TPing back to lane. So we back on the map with it. Now of course we cop the heartsteel, you know, I put my heart in this. But yeah though, we end up just going for this hard shove. Now I mean, I'm feeling very confident, especially setting on my first spike, which is that heartsteel, feel me? Yeah though, crazy shoves towards this T1. I ain't even playing around. Trust me, best believe I'm getting that first turret guaranteed, bro. You might have got the first blood, but we clapping that first turret guaranteed. At this point in the laning phase, I'm no longer scared to squabble with this set. You know what I mean? Now that we sitting with the heart still acquired, it's kind of hard for him to actually have positive trades. But yeah, we going in deep here. Yon just got his ult back up. He ends up popping the set, taking him out. You end up sending the sight onto the Nocturne here, eating him, sending back to the lobby, feel me? And just off of that, we taking out the T2 respectfully. And at this point, I'm back in the game, feel me? Gonna be getting that little Damali, but for some reason, bot lane ends up rotating in here, and I failed to notice the fact that she was pretty fed. She rotated with the Milio as well, and she was sitting on Bloodthirster. Definitely not the best fight to take, but it is what it is. Alright y'all, so I end up opting for the Wormons over the play Steel Caps Rush, mainly to just get as much strength as physically possible into the set, but you just want to disable him completely. Alright y'all, so I'm making my way towards sets T2. Looks like he does want to contest this. Not afraid at all to take the fight. Wanted to get the demolish proc. Oh, minions died too quickly is what it is. Taking a heavy trade into the set. We eating him up though. Pause. His HP bar is disappearing as we speak. Just gonna walk underneath this turret and ensure that we take out the T2. Simple. Set ends up ulting. Tristana comes through with the rotation. Gonna have to respect it because last time she low-key put me down, but she thinks that this is just a common thing though. You feel me? So I'm taking a fight, but she ends up respecting. Forced to jump out, bro. She could not handle the heat, bro. We'll be looking for recalls, and at this point, we pick up our war mods. Now this changes a lot, especially due to the fact that we did take out the T2 top side. Having this war mods will just allow me to feel safer, especially since I'm going to be contesting so far up into the map. Alright y'all, so at this point Yasuo is literally crashing out because he fed his lane, bro. But it's what it is though. I mean, got to carry. We'll be looking for the T3 top side, trading for that mid T2. We'll see what we could do. Just instantly getting to tapping that up, of course. Do got that main wave behind me. Just really crossing my fingers. Hopefully we'll be able to take out this T3. Nocturne smart though. He does focus the main wave. So I end up taking this little 2v1, especially into this Nocturne to set here. We're just trying to make space. Almost have enough for my goals. My main focus is the Nocturne because he's the squishiest out of the both. Yeah, really just trying to bait this fight heavy. End up walking, getting that through. Looking for the Q. Q lands. We end up eating the Nocturne. We did get a reset off my ghost, and I'm free to go. End up queuing. Might look to take that Hearthstone proc. I don't know. Nah, I don't. We end up respecting, killing up with the Wormons, and like overall, that was a positive play for me. Set's kind of tilted after that. Yasuo is rotating though. I do see Brand my ult coming up in like 6 seconds. Could definitely look for something. Brand's up burning his flash. Looking for the play onto the Brand. We end up eating the Brand, taking him out. Trying to escape the Fed bot lane. Really just running for my life. Did end up getting collapsed on. We will end up going down though. That's what it is though. Sitting 3-3-2. We definitely put it in work. Ain't gonna lie. At this point, I was pretty fed up with the Tristana. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just build into Frozen Heart respectively. Like, she's been coming to my lane back to back. And at this point, I am forced to deal with it. But yeah, though, a fight ends up breaking out in the jungle. Looks like we do end up taking on the Nocturne. Yasuo does get ulted by the set. He does end up going down. Swain is doing deep though. He's in the backline. Does end up taking out the set. I do look for the TP, bro. Trying to help out the team. Main focus is the Tristana. Will be taking her out. Caitlyn does take up the kill. Going to be running down the Milio at this point. Literally. But bro just has every summon in the game for some reason. That shield ends up denying my E execute as well. Just unfortunate. But yeah, we is tanking though. We definitely tanky. They end up going down. Alright, y'all. So fresh off a respawn. Nearly have enough for my Frozen Heart. Know what I mean? So I do end up picking that up. My team does secure the dragon. Looks like the enemy team is starting a burn here. Really want to try and get a collapse going on. Looks like Yasuo is over there as well. Can definitely possibly look for a steal. Yasuo ends up using a blast cone too early. I have no vision. Enemy team does end up securing the burn here, but we do end up getting the collapse off. We do end up taking down the Brand. I'm in the back line. Main goal here is just to get that attack speed slow onto the Tristana, bro. She's the main threat. My Q ends up landing. She ends up getting touched with the E, going down to the Caitlyn. After securing the kill on the main threat, which is that Tristana, I just look to brute force this T3 off of the enemy team. So definitely just gonna be tapping that up, taking it out, trying to make space away from this Nocturne. They pick up the Warmock, so we are healing a good ton. Waiting for my ultimate, we stalled him out enough, and popping the ultimate, looking for the turn onto the Nocturne here. He ends up landing, trying to look for the rundown. Set and Nocturne try to 2v1 once again. But this Frozen Heart is doing work, bro. Especially into such an 80 heavy team comp. This is definitely paying out. Yone is hovering here. I end up walking the set into the Yone. Looks like a big team fight's about to pop out here. Yone ends up popping his ultimate, trying to take care of that Nocturne. He was just unable to secure the kill. We do end up turning on to the set here. I am pretty low. I am sitting on the Warmock, so can potentially heal up. End up popping my ultimate. We end up looking for the set. Nearly end up dying to the enemy team. Literally just surviving with 2 HP. Still kind of involved here. Do know that I have that Frozen Heart. Really just trying to ensure that that attack speed slow is applied onto that Tristana. Q ends up landing on Tristana. Tristana ends up going down. Simple. Looking for the kill on this Nocturne next. Q ends up landing. We got that slow going on. Brand ends up pulling up, and we do end up getting collapsed on. I end up landing the Q on the Brand, giving Caitlyn enough damage to take him out. Now literally surviving with 2 HP. Do have that Warmock rest though, so I'm still able to stand up here. We're just looking to bait him out. They took the bait. We running down the Nocturne. Nocturnes are going down. We end up sending that sight towards the set, and he ends up suffering that same fate. Honestly, we eating, and at this point I'm unkillable. The next item on my chopping block is definitely Twin Guard, because we are definitely in dire need of some magic resistance, especially when playing into champions like the Brand, for example, who does deal a lot of burn damage. Like, this could definitely be one of the ways I could end up dying later on in the game. So really just want to get that magic resistance sorted as fast as physically possible. But yeah, though, I end up just shoving out the wave, keeping the pressure going, especially top side, and hopefully looking to collapse on the enemy team here. They are going deep. I am looking towards the Milio here, because it seems like he forgets that he's also a killable character, bro. So we're just trying to target him out. I'm running him down. These Raptors are paid, literally saving him, but my Qs connect all the time. We're in the back line though. Kind of focuses on the Brand. He is really pushed up here. He ends up popping his Zonias. He will be getting popped 100%. Do look to go deeper here, looking for that Milio. Set ends up blocking me. Did tank the turret for the Yasuo though. He is alive. We're just trying to zone them off of him. Nearly have enough of my Toon Guard at this point. A little bit of BM and never hurt nobody. But as you can see, like at this point, nearly 1,000 Hearthstone stacks with the warm-up and the Force of Nature is essentially making me unkillable. Now when you factor in all of that and Toon Guard, trust me, Raid Boss Mundo is online. But yeah though, BM it heavily, bro, because at this point, like, I'm super confident in my ability to deal with the enemy team. We do have 2 serious objectives, which are up the Inferno plus the Baron. But yeah, really just continuing to keep the pressure on the enemy team here. Trying to get demolished procs on these T3s. But yeah, I'm really not scared whatsoever. Like, I could take a 1v3 if necessary. Feel me? Especially if the whole team's AD. But yeah, though, looks like Nocturne is getting caught in the jungle here, especially B4 objective. Definitely not good looks. Sitting at 4.9. Gonna recall here, pick up the Twin Guard, bro, and now we good for business. At this point, I'm officially unkillable. We also picked up the Stone Plate for even more survivability. Seattle, Baron is up. Gonna continue to apply pressure onto this mid T3 here, just to keep the enemy team questioning which is the right move. But yeah, I'm taking this fight. Don't really care. Trying to get the demolish on the enemy's turret right here. End up chunking that to half HP. We end up walking over to the T3 bot side as well. Really just completely ignoring this set. Like, y'all know I had to assert dominance, bro. Just standing in the glory. Bro's tapping me up. He's tickling me. He's literally tickling me. Now I mean, wanna just BM. I'm literally BMing. I'm literally playing with the set, bro. Bro flash for no reason. Like, I am nowhere close to being dead, but mind you, I'm still holding on to my ultimate. Yeah, literally just toying with him. But as you can see, like at this point, he's a minion to me. Like, I'm literally ignoring him, focusing on the wave. But I mean, we definitely cooked up. This was definitely a fun watch in my opinion. So if you guys did enjoy watching, please consider leaving a comment. But before all of that, let's see how good we did this game. Alright, y'all, so we end up playing better than 95%, picking up that S rating. We actually ended up securing 2 marks off of that game, which actually moved me towards my diamond promotion. Now, I mean, of course, the one guy has to perform them thing death. But yeah, let's see how much damage we did this game. We did end up with the MVP. Now, I mean, sitting at 4, 4, and 9. Now, I mean, definitely perform, especially into such a hard matchup like set. But yeah, though, let's see how much damage we did. Did 45,000 damage, 11,000 damage taken on average. But yeah, though, if you guys did enjoy, please consider like, comment, subscribing. It's Nopings. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.